Feels like since I've been gone, you figured out all of the problems in the world right now, and the world is doing so well.
Well, I want to congratulate MTV for being brave and letting this 54-year-old man host that show. Look at, just so bold out there, saying the world's on fire and everything is terrible since he's been gone. Oh, I'm sorry, what? That's Katy Perry. That's Katy Perry, guys. Anyway, she went on to say that fashion's changed, pulling out one of the Handmaid's Tale costumes because, of course, America's suddenly suppressing women, right? By the way, I just want to remind you what the Handmaid's Tale was written about. It was written about the radical Islamic population taking over in Iran and limiting the rights of women in Iran back in the late 70s and early 80s. It has nothing to do with modern-day America. Women aren't losing any rights last time I checked. In fact, over the weekend, it was also Women's Equality Day, hashtag Women's Equality Day, where Governor Cuomo, we don't have this tweet, but he said he couldn't wait for women to be able to vote. As if they couldn't vote before. Whatever, let's keep going. Then Alyssa Cara got on stage and said that, you know, you shouldn't be ashamed of how you look, because here you go, you could look like her in a fancy, crappy-looking dress, or you could look like her like this. But look at that, guys. She's not that fancy anymore. She's still a millionaire on a $1 million stage with lots of backup dancers and a full band. And she's not ashamed to look exactly the same, and nor should you. Then there was, well, this.
Who's like your number one?
If I ever could collaborate with somebody, I would collaborate with one of my idols. Definitely got to be Lady Gaga.
Yeah,
Is she
power
in the building?
Lady Gaga, is Lady Gaga gonna be in the building? I'm not really sure actually, but if she is, girl, you gotta find her.
If you is or not, I want to let you know that I love you, bitch.
I can't tell if that's one of those robots they had removed from Chuck E. Cheese, or if somebody wanted to look exactly like Joan Rivers plastic surgery-wise. Those lips are just, I don't even know that lips can bend like that. What did they even say? You know what? I'm confused by this pop culture. Let's just go back to talking about politics. And who better to talk about it than Michael Jackson's talented daughter who, what does she do? Oh, she was Michael Jackson's daughter.
We must show these Nazi white supremacist jerks in Charlottesville and all over the country that as a nation with liberty as our slogan, we have zero tolerance for their violence, their hatred, and their discrimination.
Cool, I'm 100% with you. We should show definitely that there's no place for Nazis or white supremacy or any of that kind of stuff in the country, or violence for that matter. Don't lose me, though. Don't lose me here.
We must resist.
Oh, there we go with the hashtag against Trump and Republicans. See, you had me. You had me with the no Nazi thing. You had me with the no white supremacist thing. I am 100% on that. Also, alt-right. No alt-right as well. Am I allowed to say that here? No alt-right as well. But the resist thing, hashtag resist, that is directly against Republicans and Trump. Come on. It's a bit ridiculous. Well, then they pulled out Robert Lee. Not this Robert Lee. Asian Robert Lee's banned from everything. He's not allowed anywhere. We all know better than that. No, they brought out this Robert Lee, who is one of the descendants of Robert E. Lee. Where did they find him? Anyway, he goes on to say a few words.
My name is Robert Lee IV. I'm a descendant of Robert E. Lee, the Civil War general whose statue was at the center of violence in Charlottesville. We have made my ancestor an idol of white supremacy, racism, and hate.
Now listen, I'm kind of with you on this one, but when we say we have made it an idol of hate and white supremacy, has it actually been the right doing it, or has it been the media and the left who have been fighting it and lifting it up? That's a question you guys should answer in the comments below, because I think that it's kind of both sides doing it, not just one side. Everybody seems to be making these things idols of hate and white supremacy and an easy virtue signaling solution to real racial tension and problems in this country. Because if you get rid of those, I mean, hell, I went to Baltimore this weekend, you get rid of those statues, everything's peaceful again, right? Not quite. He keeps going.
We can find inspiration in the Black Lives Matter movement, the women who marched in the Women's March in January.
Huh? Now, I get the Black Lives Matter thing. For the most part, only a part of it is violent. And that's kind of like the Antifa and other outside sources that go in. But the Women's March? You can find encouragement in the Women's March? That's odd, don't you think? I mean, let's throw back a couple of months ago when the Women's March happened. The Free Beacon ran this cute little commercial. It was actually originally a Hillary commercial talking about how poor Donald Trump speaks in public and whether or not you want your kids to see that as president. They cut in a few of the quotes from the Women's March, and I think you'll get the point.
Is your erection really more than protecting the sacred, messy part of my womanhood? Yes, I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House. I'm nasty, like my blood stains on my bed sheets. And to our detractors, you.
That's what we should be taking encouragement from in the fight against white supremacy and Nazis. Misfire on that one, buddy. Anyway, hey, you're just reading a script that they gave you at the MTV VMAs anyway. Have a good night.